Hi, this is 2016 paper 2, question 6. Okay, as I always say, I would suggest you try this question in advance of watching the video. Give it your best shot. Apologies in advance, I'm not sure what the quality of the sound will be like. I'm not using my microphone, so apologies if the sound quality isn't great. I'll probably remake the video if it isn't, so you'll never hear this, but however. Let's get stuck in. Question 6, part A. Now, often you might see a construction here. Okay, there's a few constructions. I've put a link up here on one of the pages. Now the link there brings you to Project Math's website for constructions, and you'll be able to look at the different constructions we have here that could potentially come up. They're pretty handy. I wouldn't suggest learning them off until right before the exam. The maths books will do them as well. You never know what's going to come up. They may not come up at all, but there's a fairly high chance that they will. Okay. So we'll go back to part A. Construct a triangle ABC, where the length of AB is 7 centimeters. The angle between at A, so between B, A, and C, is 50, and the length of AC is 4.5. Okay, so well, you can look at the answer. For my first strategy, I think would be to draw a line of 7 centimeters long. Now, I'm not using a ruler. Okay, I'm labeling it. That got you the attempt. Okay. You think, all right, if that's A, B, what's this BAC? Now, BAC would look something like that. Okay. Now, that's your 50 degrees. Now, AC is 4.5 centimeters long, so you'd measure 4.5 on your ruler, okay? If you use your protractor for that, you can measure, I would say just use your compass, okay? Measure 4.5 on the compass, and wherever the line draws, make an arc, okay? That's kind of what they're expecting. So that there, let's see, it's 4.5 centimeters long. You bring that back and join up with B to make the triangle ABC. Okay, and that was 4.5 centimeters. Okay, so that's it. Now I have the answer there, okay, done out. There's a link here to construction videos from Turles CBS, okay. They're pretty good, I must say, and they'll help you to learn off the other ones as part of your study. Okay, now part A, part 2, and part B. So part A, part 2, you should use the diagram you've drawn. Now whatever you've drawn, they ask you, they say the length of AC is 4.5, you're given that. They ask you to measure the length of BC. Okay. Now, BC is something that you've measured, or you've drawn, rather. Okay, so if I go back, BC is that particular length there. So you use a ruler, and I measure whatever that would be. Okay. Now, I don't have a ruler here, I've not drawn to scale, but the answer will be built in here. I'll come back there. It's 5.4. Now, the sum of AC and BC is 5.4 plus 4.5. So it's as if you're doing that. Okay. And you get 9.9. Now, your values may differ than what was here by 1 or 2, or 0.1 or 0.2 of a centimeter. That's fine. Okay, there's a tolerance level. And just be as accurate as you can. So I suppose here's the hint. Make sure you bring a ruler, okay, and you have a pencil, and it's sharpened to a decent tip. Worst thing is using like a 5B pencil, which is a really heavy line it draws, and you're off by 1 or 2 millimeters each time you measure because of the inaccuracy of the drawing. So that can affect the overall ultimate answer. So a good pencil is like a H or HB. Anyway, so move on. Okay, we'll go back one step. Just I have a point here to make. Firstly, and I think maybe lots of people get this, but a feature of triangles is that the largest angle will always correspond to the largest side. Okay, that's why in a right angle triangle, the hypotenuse is always the longest side. But ultimately what this means is that the angle and side have a relationship. And as the angle increases, so much the corresponding side. Okay? The shorter the angle, or smaller the angle, the shorter its corresponding side. Okay? So keep that in mind. It does help sometimes with triangles. And the next thing then, okay, state which one of the following triangles cannot be constructed. Give a reason for your answer. Now, some students this year, they try to draw both triangles. What they would have realized after trying to draw them is that these sides don't ever meet. Okay. So I put in the answers. The sides of triangle 2 are too long, and the smaller sides 6 and 7 cannot meet. Okay. If even a guide diagram would help in solving this. A guide diagram just means a really rough one, just to give yourself an idea of what's happening. But that's the basics of that. I don't like personally those questions where you have to give a reason. It can be very daunting, but at least write something. Okay, there's a fairly high chance you might be able to BS it. Okay, excuse my language. Now, part C there is the length of the sides of a right angle triangle are 5, x, and x plus 1. So you see there labeled the diagram. So the hypotenuse is x plus 1, it's the longest side. And this one side is 5 and the other side is x. So use Pythagoras' theorem to find the value of x. Okay, now that's Pythagoras' theorem there. We'll go straight to the answer here. So you have Pythagoras' theorem here. And you have the hypotenuse term, the C term, x plus 1. The A is 5 and B is 6. Sorry, B is x, sorry. So that's x is your unknown. Now if I put the x plus 1 instead of C, the 5 instead of A, and the x instead of B, I now have my Pythagoras theorem substituted. You'll notice in the equation I have only one unknown, so it is solvable. It's just a matter of going ahead and doing it. So expand x plus 1 by x plus 1, and I should get an answer of x squared plus 2x plus 1. Okay, now that becomes equal to 5 squared plus x squared. So I'm right here now. Bring them all to one side. Okay, so bring the x squared across. I end up with x squared, take away x squared is gone. 12x minus 2x is equal to 2x. And 1 divided by 7 is 1 divided by... So actually the x squared is cancelled on both sides, so brain freeze there for a second. Bring the 1 across, okay, change it to a negative. Okay, so you have 25, take away 1, 2x is equal to 24. Bring the 2 across, x is equal to 12. Okay. Now, found x, okay, what I need to do now is actually I'm done. So, it's a tricky question that, when they do ask Pythagoras' theorem, they can be very straightforward or it can be very tricky. But just follow what you would do. If you were asked to find the hypotenuse, you'd put in the 5 and the x and calculate them through. Basically, just go ahead and do what you normally do, and it will work out, as long as your algebra is clear. Okay, so I think that's it for that question. Yes, so question 7 is next, okay? So that's question 6 part C. Again, go back over this in a few days' time, and best luck.